So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know we run it up at night. You know I only get one life for this. The night, hell of a life. The night, ago, I'm really living like the text went through. J. Cole said it's memes and mules, but I'm the king and adjusted all. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me than never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while on Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin, with a purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying Lil Curtis, yo. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know we run it up at night. You know we only get one life for this. The night, hell of a life. The night.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Where the road to immortality begins for most teams, we're underway from Wild Card Weekend. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They send a man in motion. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Finds a man, right time. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
A handoff to Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And the Giants will have a first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. They'll throw on 1st. Caught by Theo Johnson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
A new set of downs awaits them. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Finds Hyatt. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field. Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles, well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Don't try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Jack Campbell with the INT. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there, heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders are willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut, 2nd down.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying with Walker. Works it past the 20. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks drive the length of the field and take a 6-0 lead. They'll set up here for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This return makes it up to the 25. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. This is complete to Neighbors. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get games like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
They go right back to Tracy. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
One quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. Neither side separating much so far. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They gain 14 on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Back now, pressure on its way. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
Coming left is Tracy. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Giants start to fight back with their first points of this game. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants tie this game 7-7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And they had that one contained right at the line. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
60 left. Let's go now. Go.
2nd and 10 now. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
19 Lions. Go!
Throwing from the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be Giants football. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Looking to the air here. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Motioning him from the slot right. 2nd and 15. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Pass play coming here. Complete beyond the marker. The 30. He's at the 10. He does it. Touchdown, New York. The Giants take a 2nd quarter lead. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants break that tie and now lead by 7. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll come out throwing. Throw left side, complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
From the 23. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Here he is on 3rd and long. It is cut left side. Juke the defender. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10 from the 41.
19 tight. 19 tight. Set.
Setting up a throw. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Seattle. The Seahawks looking for a score before halftime.
On the double.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
18, right. 18. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
He's going to throw this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Here we go. Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Trap 60. Trap 60. Ready.
Still sticking with the passing game. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Set. Ready. Hut, hut.
They're throwing it. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10.
Check smash. Check smash. Check go.
Now an inside give to Walker. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Seahawks earn the chance to tie before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard. Just
Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. The rookie from Michigan State has it. And the Giants are stopped a little beyond the 10-yard line on the return.
Seahawks 13.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Got it. Ready.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Roll. 3.
A give right side to Tracy. Escapes a defender. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Hyatt with the grab. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They'll throw it. His quick throw knocked away, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. And now it's second down.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Throwing it again here. That's incomplete left side.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Throwing from the gun here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough third and long.
I think that was a throw, Kate, that just came a little bit too late. What it did is it gave that defense time to come up and deliver a pop and knock the ball loose before he could secure it fully.
Third and long for him here. And this is another incompletion. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up fourth and long. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. This is a 50-yard look from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And That'll push their lead to 4.
13.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
Set. Mustang 19. Hook.
They're going to throw here to begin the drive. Makes the grab in bounds left side. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Pirate. 7 Pirate. Here we go. Here we go. Warrior 70. Get up.
To throw it on first down. Launches one deep downfield. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Now looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks take the lead just before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Return coming from the 6. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
70 Lion. Go.
Now they'll throw out of the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. One last play before the break.
Here we go. Set. 18 run. 18 run.
One final shot before halftime. He fires one deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this.
17.
Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Stephanie. Rocco
throwing it to start this drive. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Let's go. Go street. Check go.
It's Walker on the option. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Trap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Giants twist the knife after that interception. Wow, they took it all the way back to the 20-yard line before being stopped. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. From the 17. The throw is caught. Touchdown, New York! The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one splits the uprights. And the Giants take a 4-point lead. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Brought it. It's on the turf. The ball's out. He lost it. And it's picked out by the Giants. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Ready.
From the 38. Finds a man right side. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
To throw here on 1st down. Walker hauls it in. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
after a good pickup. They've got 2nd and 4. Man in motion here.
Go.
This is Walker on 2nd. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was taken down behind the
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Hold the ready.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Set. Ready.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Hut, hut.
Play action on 1st down. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. Trying to find his tight end. So 2nd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Set go.
On the carry, it's Walker. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
70 range. 70 range. Set. Ready. Ready.
Throwing from the gun. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
Has this at the 6. And he's out a little short of the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And the 1st down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the one he was throwing for. And now they face 2nd down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Let's go now. 19,
2nd and 10 now. Finds Hyatt. Continuing to move past the 45. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
go. Ryan.
A give to Tracy up the middle. Open space inside the 40. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants grow the lead to 7. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Go.
He's dropping back to throw. Complete out to the right. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Dragon 60. Set up. Ready.
From the 36. Pass complete to Walker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Ready. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Seahawks have it, facing a deficit. We could be witnessing the end of their playoff run.
Got it. Ready.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Ready. Hut, hut.
Looking for a throw here. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it, but no connection to be made.
On the set.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Set. Rig alert.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Set, go.
A give up the gut to Walker. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Set. Ready.
Throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
So out now comes the punter. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Got 49 on his 1st punt. This one looks even longer. And great special teams execution on that punt. It's inside the 10, reaches the 8. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Cut out left. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and Makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here we go. Set.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Go. Go. Hey, smash Bronco.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make third down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Dropping back to throw. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And now a 4th down, staring right at him. The Giants are set to punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Seahawks football. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Let's go. Go.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 7. Into the hands of Walker. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. He lobs it deep middle. He's got it deep downfield. And they get to him, but this is a first down.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. And he was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Nothing on that play, and now we have 2nd and goal. Running is Walker, and he's in for the touchdown. The Seahawks down by only 2 in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Extremely important moment here for the Seahawks as they go for 2.
Seahawks will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the 2nd half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a really good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. Take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. He'll throw it. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Give him 32 on the play. And it's good enough for a New York first down. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot.
19 right.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He finds Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. All right, set now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They run. Here's Tracy. And he doesn't get this one very far. Down to only about the 18. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Looking to throw. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Giants going for the win here. So on 4th down, they bring him out for his most important kick of this game. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. That one is good. And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
He'll look to throw it. Completed over the middle. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Here he is to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done. I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Let's go now.
2nd and goal, backed all the way up to the 14 here.
Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to throw. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Go! Warriors 70. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. Looking for... And it's a sack. They got there to take him down, but there was a reason for that. So he got a flag down. I think that's going to nullify the play. This is biggest moment of the game so far. An important field goal try here. A very short kick here from the right hash. So a timeout's taken, just 5 seconds left. And after the pause, we're going to see our last play of the game. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Come on. Come on. Set. Panther 11. Panther 11. Chap 60. Chap 60. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Looking to throw it. And he's got it. He pulls in a game-winning touchdown with almost no time left. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. One final shot here. Defense too much. The Seahawks drag him down. So several thousand 12th men and women cheering as the Seahawks win at home. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. And next week they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
You getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some cloud around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gates, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change, just scraping to maintain. Or sipping, and playing with waist chains. I think you get the picture, we outside the frame. Get your Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane. On gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang. Straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the Benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision. I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't eat with that. So just run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back.
Time to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, it's hardwired. Photo bezel, frozen neck or black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Be getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, where we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get them glow, them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get them glow, stop overthinking, these can't fuck with you. Get them glow, standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me, I'll go eat some jail food on gang. Glow, stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow, slapping, rapping, making bail. Yeah, glow, two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow, no competition, these stale. Yeah, glow, curbing my layers. Yeah, glow, say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow, keep running circles around these snails. Yeah, glow, and my bumping up in the jail on the gang, glow. Yeah, glow.
I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Yeah, okay, loser. I ain't out on my lonesome. They want me to loan some. I made a fortune. They can't let that go none. I'm doing so much that costs a shoulder. I don't blow it all on a VVS boulder. I put the verse in the Achi. I put the girl in the top teeth. Rock on my hand, make the rock wanna flock to the stands, cause my op always watching. I said, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser. And I said, loser, loser, loser. Why the always coming at the woodwork? Don't know why she mad, cause ain't nothing I did to her. She just out here plotting on my, I call her steward. She the lowest, she so down and out of sewer. Growed up, back your age, you immature. Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, okay, loser. We go way, way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up at the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just left the team like we ain't knew her. She just left the team like, okay, loser. Okay, loser, ay.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say?